Arson friends, family, lovers, followers, haters, whoever's watching, we're here for another episode of WV Eats. Woo. And as you know, WV Eats is where I, an outsider, a non-native, a commonwealther, a member of the original Virginia, get taken through a culinary journey of the culture of good old West by God, Virginia, by my broskies, some West Virginia natives.
That's right. That's right.
So today we're coming off with a great traditional West Virginia delicacy, the slaw dog.
That's right.
Or known as the West Virginia dog.
West Virginia hot dog, West Virginia slaw dog.
One and only.
So, on the West Virginia Slaw Dog, you have bun,
Of course.
hot dog,
Of course.
mustard,
Of course.
chili sauce,
No, there is no sauce.
No sauce.
Just chili.
It's only chili in West Virginia. No sauce. He likes to throw in that sauce.
It's not sauce.
Not.
It's not
just
sauce. It's sauce
chili.
in New York City.
Chili.
It's sauce there.
Chili.
and then coleslaw.
That's where it gets unique.
Yeah. And the onions. We throw in onions? Did I mention
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Chopped raw onions.
Yeah.
Of course.
Chopped raw onions.
A
Classic
necessity.
West Virginia dog. So, on our West Virginia dogs, we're trying to stay traditional, at least within the state traditional.
Yep.
We have chili from the Custard Stand. Custard Stand Chili is made in some springs, wasn't it?
It was made in Webster Springs.
Webster Springs, Webster Springs, West Virginia. And I think AB Matt here is ready to hit us with a Matt Fact!
That's right. And this one is involving this Custard Stand Chili. A brief look into this. In 1991, this company opened a small, actually, the Custard Stand. Literally a stand when they did dogs and things like that with their chili in 1991 in Webster Springs. And they did that for a number of years. Just ran there and was apparently very, very popular. And then in 2003, they decided to become more of a facility, if you will, and doing products such as this and sending out to local groceries and stores and different things. From there, that kept growing and growing. In 2016, the company were actually featured. They were on an episode of Shark Tank.
Oh,
The
a show I know a couple of the ABs here love. I've never watched
Absolutely,
it. You guys
yeah.
talk about it a lot.
Fan of Shark
Shark
Tank.
Tank.
Yeah, I know Benny as well. But they were on there. They did not get a deal, but it was noted that the brand did grow exponentially after that exposure. And then they are the official chili of the WVU Athletics Department.
You got an official chili up here in West Virginia.
That's right. And in 2009, a second custard stand was opened in Flatwoods, West Virginia. And now they actually have locations, the original in Webster Springs, Flatwoods, and Danville, Summersville, and home of AB Benny Conley, Oak Hill.
Oh, cool. You ever seen the stand there?
I've seen the stand. I've never ate.
You have to drop
yeah,
by
definitely
sometime.
try it
I'll
out,
have to.
Yeah.
It's been on my bucket list. It's on my to-do list. I just haven't done it
I
yet.
understand.
All
Yeah.
right.
There's your Matt Facts on Custard Stand Hot Dog Chili.
Facts. And along with the Custard Stand hot dog chili, the slaw, the quintessential part of the West Virginia dog, the thing that makes it the West Virginia dog, coleslaw.
That's right.
Also from a West Virginia distributor, is it Gunnoes?
Gunnoes.
Gunnoes. Out of Charleston, West Virginia, I believe.
That's right, absolutely.
Even got a little picture of the state there on the top
Yeah,
of the
you
right
can see
there.
that. It says Made in WV right on the label there.
So, and, since we had one, why not have two? Time for another Matt Fact!
All right, guys, let's look into West Virginia's own Gunnoes brand. Now, they are known primarily for their sausage, Gunnoes sausage. Very popular. That dates back way, way back to an old family recipe. And they were originally hog farmers and just created a recipe. Yes, it's the sausage, created a recipe. They were doing it some way different. We still don't know the exact way, I guess. And it became popular just amongst local family, friends there around Charleston. And then from there, they decided, well, let's put in a country store and sell this sausage. And they started doing that for a while, just locally there. that eventually turned into delivering to local stores and grocers, and from there they started in 1965. As a matter of fact, post World War II, my understanding is when the business really started to grow. I guess after the Depression and things, but in '65 they started delivering. Their first delivery out of state was actually into Virginia.
Yeah, okay.
So very
Yeah,
fitting.
We do have a lot of guys. We have like lots of chicken salad. They make.
Yes, they do.
Too,
Lots of
chicken
salads. Lots of a ton
Ham
of
salad.
actually products that
Yeah.
they put out, and I like all that I've had. But yeah, they start delivering first in Virginia and now deliver up and down the East Coast.
I love their meat trucks.
Nice, yeah. You see those quite frequently here. But there you go, some Matt facts for Gunnoes, based in Charleston, West Virginia.
All right. So we got our Matt facts in there about our 2 quality West Virginia products: Custard Stand Hot Dog Chili, Gunnoes Coleslaw. We got our hot dogs ready to go. You guys want to dig in?
I say we do it.
I'm ready.
Let's give it here a shot.
I am excited.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Crusty pepper smells. Ready to go.
They're good.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.
Gracias. So, of course, as always, a little bit of dead air there as we enjoyed our delicious treats. I'm going to jump in right now and say about the Gunnoes Coleslaw. Before we shot this episode, I told these guys, like, man, I'm not going to like this Gunnoes Coleslaw. It's too runny. It's just, it doesn't look like it's going to be very good. And I'm eating my words. I actually really enjoy it. Like, I've had it by itself before and not cared much for it, but on this hot dog, it was amazing.
No, I will actually, and we as he said, we had quite a long conversation about salt. I don't love the Gunnoes by itself, but I love it on a hot dog.
Yeah, it's so good on it. It's like, I would have never bought it. I like it, other than, you know, for this show, knowing it's a West Virginia product, I bought it. I would have bought some other kind of coleslaw, but I'm impressed. It turned out really well on the hot dog. It blends well with the chili, the mustard, and the onions.
It does.
Pretty good. Pretty impressed.
Really good.
Benny, how you enjoy your slaw dog there?
That slaw dog was amazing. I'm kind of speechless, man. I don't know what to say about it, man. I do love a good hot dog, though.
I mean, if you're not to cut you off, but if you're watching this from a different, and while this is a West Virginia thing, it's also it's very regional. I know North Carolina has a variation that's similar to this. It's quite famous. It's pretty much this region that we're in. But if you're watching this outside of this region and have never tried a dog prepared like this, take it upon yourself. Give it a shot, because it really is a unique and quite fantastic blend of flavors that come together. You know, there's a lot of famous dogs across the country, but you know, give ours a try sometime.
Speaking of the regional thing, I think Matt has a Matt fact about the spread of slaw dogs into the area.
That's right. The slaw dog was actually very first served in near Charleston, West Virginia, also home of Gunnoes, on Route 21 at the Stoppet Drive-In. And this was during the Great Depression, where times were hard, especially if you're not familiar with their region, but I mean very, very hard in this area, probably more so than even some of the country, although of course the whole country at that time. But they were mostly using wieners and slaw together, no chili and nothing at that time, just wieners and slaw, because that were 2 of the cheapest foods that were available. So they were making these, and they ended up being quite good. They caught on even after the Depression. People were doing these. They started there at the Stoppet Drive-In, and then were quickly replicated throughout the area and throughout the state. And from there, it just caught fire and all through the South as the coal industry went down. A lot of West Virginia workers, as we all know, head to the Carolinas, to the Georgia area, to Florida for work, and have historically and still do. And that has just, grew into a regional type hot dog that was actually started here in West Virginia.
Cool, and it's a delicious hot dog. I mean, I very much enjoyed it. Oh man, that's like normally I relish on my dog, But with the slaw and stuff, I feel like I didn't need the relish. Nothing's wrong with relish, guys.
No.
Relish is
And I have myself ate this very dog with relish included, and it's fantastic as well. So you can play a little bit, but we went more traditional here.
Yeah, we went with the classic, as it's known
That's
amongst
right.
everyone.
And I will speak of real quick. There is a very famous hot dog from the state of West Virginia currently, and that is at Hillbilly Hot Dogs, a famous location restaurant at this time. It's based partly, inside of a school bus and just nestled throughout this hillbilly-looking mountainous setting, and that's near Huntington, West Virginia. But they have what is known as the Homewrecker Hot Dog Challenge. This has been on Travel Channel, all your challenge shows and cooking shows.
You've seen Guy Fieri turn his sunglasses backwards and eat one of these.
Yeah, absolutely. No Man vs. Food did an episode there during its popularity. But real quick, I'll break this down a little bit. You can find more information, of course, online. Look up Hillbilly Hot Dogs. But it is $17 to attempt eating this 3.5-pound hot dog. In 12 minutes is your time.
We need to go try that, guys.
That would be a fantastic episode. We'll just throw that out there.
I have eaten at Hillbilly Hot Dogs.
Have you been there?
I haven't done this.
If you work at Hillbilly Hot Dogs and you wouldn't mind to have us here,
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Yeah, feed us.
Absolutely, we'll come there. I do know I saw.
It won't be the first time I've worked for hot dogs.
This is true. This is true.
Same.
Oh, brother.
Might be the
But
last.
I do know you can get this hot dog the challenge mailed to you in pieces. I've looked this up before. You can mail it across the world, I guess, and it comes in like food prepped containers. You can find more info on that online. I've looked that up before. But it consists of jalapenos, sauteed peppers and onions, nacho cheese, habaneros, chili, mustard, coleslaw, lettuce, tomato, shredded cheese, and a 15-inch, 1-pound all-beef wiener.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
That's it.
We had all beef wieners tonight as well.
We did, absolutely.
They were really good.
Fantastic wiener. Shout out to U.S. Foods and Mr. Cody Green for hookup with wiener, as a matter of fact.
He's the greenest person I know.
That he is. And he loves those wieners.
Yep.
Guys,
that he
thinking-
does. That he does.
We're talking about West Virginia hot dogs here. I'm thinking, what are the top 3 hot dogs from West Virginia?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier. I think number 3, we got to give it to Randy Moss, Mr. Straight Cash Homie. All right, I'm gonna rip the NFL out.
Okay.
Number 2, Mr. White Chocolate Elbow Pass. What do you think? Number 1 has to be the man that broke the sound barrier by flying underneath a bridge.
Backwards.
Chuck Yeager. Chuck Yeager. Maybe the top 3 hot dogs. Top 3 hot dogs from West Virginia.
Sure. That sounds fantastic.
This one was pretty good though.
It's close.
This one was really
So
good.
what comes on a Chuck Yeager?
I don't want. That's not a question you should
Let's
ask.
take it home.
Let's take it out.
All right. Thank you for joining us as we ate West Virginia dogs, slaw dogs, whatever you want to call them. They were delicious. As always, we have fun.
Amazing.
We enjoy eating. We enjoy being with you. We hope you enjoyed being with us. So if you do enjoy being with us, please follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Instagram. On YouTube, please like, please subscribe, please comment, do whatever you do. Make this video interesting. Say you hate Billy dogs, or say meat is murder or something. Just comment.
Where's the
something.
catch, and we are really pushing to get toward 100 subscribers. Then we can get our own URL to help you find us so much quicker. So really, help us out. Share this thing. Let's bump this up.
Keep watching. We're gonna have more West Virginia Eats. We're gonna have other shows. We're gonna have Brother Let's Try This. We're gonna have Hanging with Frank. This season, on the WV Eats, we're gonna have a lot of more interesting things, and we might end up on another adventure or two. So
Let's hope.
let's keep viewing. Snapchat, we are Arson Brothers. Facebook, we are Arson Brothers. YouTube, hopefully you're watching this, so you know what we are. It's right below you. And then on Instagram, we have 2 accounts.
This is true.
We have the traditional Arson Brothers, where you see pictures of our day-to-day and our adventures, and when we leave the compound, and when we're around the compound. Killing a bug?
No, I was waiting for the merch table.
Oh.
The table.
And the other account, as Benny was hitting the table for, the AB merch table, and it's AB merch table?
At the AB merch table.
At the AB merch table on Instagram.
You get all your Arson Brothers apparel, a number of nerdy
look
related
at this,
items.
yeah.
Toys.
Look at this one.
Funko Pops. Yeah, this is the Daytona races tonight, the Saturday night race.
That's right.
So Johnny Youngblood here, rocking the Arson Brothers racing shirt.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So guys, personal plugs. Benny.
Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, at Benny Conley.
Jed, what do you got to plug
Yeah,
tonight?
we got Fat Guy with the Shotgun 1 and 2 coming out. Wrestle Massacre coming out this month. Look for it.
Can't wait for those.
Yeah, can't wait for Wrestle Massacre. Hopefully, there'll be an Arson Brother feature on this premiere of the Wrestle
Yeah,
Massacre.
I can't wait to watch Fat Guy with the Shotgun 1.
What about that?
Oh, we gotta watch 1 before I watch 2.
Right, you got to start there and then you finish there. That's right.
Matt Cline.
At Blue Turtle Grass on pretty much all forms of social media. Look me up.
And I'm Michael Sizemore, the Virginian of the group. X-Pops Mike X on Twitter. El Hijo del Size on the ones with the pictures. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Michael Sizemore. And remember, we love you. And we want you to watch us. And we want to watch you.
Well,
No, we don't. I mean, we can.
if you want us,
don't not
if you
not
want
wanna
us
watch
to
you.
watch
Not in a
you.
creepy
We
way.
don't want to not
In a
watch
friendly
you.
way.
Yes.
In a friendly way. But
Not watch you.
this episode of West Virginia Eats has been just
Not watch you.
too sweet.